Thanks everyone for joining the session. So today we are going to discuss about DHC. It means Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So every day you're connecting Wi-Fi, right? You're connecting Wi-Fi, you're accessing internet, right? How? If you want to access internet, what are the mandatory things you need? You need IP address, subnet mask. Tell me guys.
Default gateway.
So
Gate.
default gateway and as well
DNS
as
server.
DNS information, right?
Defense.
If you don't have this, you cannot access the internet. Yes or no? What do you say?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So, so in my organization, there are 100 computers. So every computer, I need to go here. I need to click on here, go to properties, and clicking on TCP IPv4. Assigning this manually will take a lot of time. Yes or no? Like this. What do you say? Y-
Yes, sir.
Now, in my company or Infosys company, there are thousands of employees, thousands of computers. Is it possible to go each and every computer and assign all this information on all 1,000 computers? Tell me. Hello.
No, no.
No, sir.
No.
Generally, it is possible, but it is a time-taking process, right?
Taking
How many days it will take to do that? So that's why we have a protocol called Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Dynamic means automatically. Host means what? Computer. Okay. So IP address, what are the things? IP address, subnet mask, gateway, and DNS. All these informations can be assigned to your computer or laptop or your mobile phone automatically through DHCP service, DHCP protocol. Okay. Everyone understand, right? The need of DHCP, it can reduce the lot of administrative work. Okay. So DHCP can assign IP address, subnet mask, gateway, and DNS information automatically to your computers. Wi-Fi. You're connecting a Wi-Fi, right? Mobile phone. You're connecting to a mobile phone, TV, and your system. So once you connected a Wi-Fi through DHCP, you're getting a IP address. So by default, a DHCP is enabled on mobile phones and TVs. In system also by default is enabled. If you want to make it as a static, so use the following IP address option. Check it. You can use it as a static IP. But here you see, right, obtain an IP address automatically. If you choose this option, it means you enable a DHCP. By default, it is enabled. Obtain an IP address automatically option by default it is enabled. This is called DHCP. Understand everyone? Hello? Make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So DHCP is a dynamic host configuration protocol. It assigns IP address, subnet mask, gateway, DNS information automatically to all the computers. Understand everyone? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, to achieve this, how exactly it works? Suppose I'm giving you food services. If I want to give you good food services, I should have a hotel, right? Yes or no? I should have a
Yes.
hotel. I should have a good chef, and to serve the food, I need a people. So to provide good food to the customer, I need all this. Simply, if you want to provide all this information to the clients, what you need a server. Understand? You need a what? Server. So generally, for ISPs, right? You guys are getting a IP address. If you take a broadband connection, your home Wi-Fi router will get a IP address automatically. The thing is, guys, You know, for bigger organizations, you need to assign DHCP, I mean, you need to assign this IP address, subnet mask, gateway DNS to thousands of devices, lakhs of devices. For thousands of lakhs of devices, who can handle that? There is a dedicated server. Dedicated server means it has a good CPU, good RAM, good processor, good storage, and everything. Okay, so you should have a dedicated server. But in a smaller organization, the router is also supported. Our router also can support it. Smaller organizations, if you have very 100, 100 employees or 200 employees, right? You can use a router. Router can support the DHCP. Okay. If you have a very big organization, you can take a dedicated server. Understand? Generally, to provide this IP address, subnet mask, gateway, DNS, right? Definitely, you should have a DHCP server. That that you can configure. DHCP service you need to configure, right? Yes or no? So, as I said, right, if you want to give a good food to the customers, you have to establish a hotel. You should have a chef. You should have a all the people to serve it. Same here. If you want to provide all these to the clients, you should configure everything on the DHCP server so that the clients will get it. Okay. So let's understand. Okay, the DHCP server router, and this is a switch. Okay, let's take this is a switch. Okay, now, and these are the computers, VPC. Okay, these are the computers. I'm just taking two computers for example. Okay, so there will be hundreds of computers, and consider this is a bank. In SBI bank or any LIC office or any banks, maximum how many employees you will see? Maximum, hello,
10 to 15.
right? 10 to 15. So you can say 10 to 15 computers. So consider it is a SBI bank office. Okay. So everyone now you came to SBI bank office along with me. Okay. So even if you're in US, virtually you came here. Okay. Just imagine like that. And now consider it's a SBI bank, and it's which architecture? Can anyone guess? It's a enterprise architecture. It's a small enterprise. Okay. What do you mean by enterprise? It means there are some employees, they need internet connection. That is called enterprise. If it is a 10,000 employees, 10,000 internet, you need a internet connection to all 10,000 people. It's a big enterprise architecture. Okay, just understand that. Now it's a small enterprise architecture, and there you see, right? There is a small rack. So you see, this is a thing. Okay, I want to show you this. See, I'm giving a real-time project, guys. If you watch the demo, you look at this. Okay, look at this. This is a picture, right? You see, right here, the rack. In the rack, you have a devices, right? It's a government office. It is also the same thing. So let me open a good PPT to you to understand in a better way. Where is DHCP? Here it is. Hmm. Now you see, right, everyone? Yeah, look at this. Okay, if you see clearly, so here, right, this is called router. Okay, here we configure DHCP, and here it is a switch. Okay, from this blue color cable, it is connected to a switch. From other blue color cables, they are going through this pipe, and they are connected to the computers. Are you able to visualize now what I'm doing on the lab? It's the same thing. Everyone understand? This is called a router, where I am going to configure a DHCP service. So the blue color cable is connecting to a switch. Again, this switch is connecting to a computers. Same like this. Okay. Here. Where is that? Here. Look at this. You understand? See, this is a router, and it is connected to a switch. Switch is connected to computers. Understand? Are you able to visualize it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So now you can
Yes, sir.
consider it's a real-time project, right? Whatever we do in the real world, it's the same thing only. Okay. Yeah. But it's a small enterprise architecture. You need to visualize the things. Okay. Now, so these computers should get what? IP address, subnet mask, gateway, and DNS automatically. If they want to get all this information, you need to define on DHCP server. Yes or no? Okay, simple. These computers like a customers, they need a food. If they want a food, they have to go to hotel, right? So you should have a hotel and good chef and good food you need to prepare. Same way. So this is a server. The server can provide services. Now this server is providing DHCP services. Like all this information, it is assigning automatically to the computers. If you want to assign all this information automatically to computers, you need to define here, right? In the server, you need to define. Then only it can provide. If you don't define, how can the PC will get it? Understand everyone? Make sense what I'm talking? So
Yes, sir.
you need to configure
Yeah.
DHCP service. So I'm turning on the router. Okay. Okay. You must define it. Okay. So look at this. I'm clicking on router. And once you click on the router, see mode I am in right now. Can anyone guess it? Can anyone guess it? Which mode I am in right now?
Privilege mode.
Privilege.
One second. That's correct answer. So which mode I am in right now? As symbol represent privilege mode. Okay. Now I want to go to configuration mode. What is the command, guys? Can anyone explain?
Conflict.
Configure
What is that?
Conflict.
Config, configure, configure
terminal.
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 Okay. Now you are in configuration mode. Let's assign a host name first. Host name DHCP
DHCP server.
server. Okay. Now configure DHCP. How to configure DHCP? It's simple. You need to
IP.
create a pool name first. So pool name means you're going to now you can take a subnetting here. So based on your requirement, you can create a subnetting. So you can take a subnet, like how many IP addresses you need based on your company requirement to save the IP address. Now you can choose a pool, subnet pool. Okay. But here I'm not choosing any pool. Our main concentration is to discuss about ACP. But what I'm saying is you can integrate subnetting concept here as well. Okay. First, you need to create a pool name. Okay. So IP DHCP pool name. So you have to create a pool name. Okay. Pool name means you are going to define a service, right? To telling the clients, customers like PCs, what IP addresses you need to get. So I'm going to create a pool. That pool name is SBI Bank. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm just creating a DSCP pool name. Okay, this pool consists of everything. Now define a network. Now you can use a subnetting concept here, but I'm not using any subnetting concept, but you can use it. If you have only two PCs, you can use /30. Okay, but I'm not going to use anything. So what I'm doing here, I'm assigning 192.168.1.0/24 network to all the computers. So you can take any network if you want based on your requirement. So now network. So you need to define a network. Network 192.168.1.0 and subnet mask. Why are you defining this network? So that if you define this network, the computers will get a IP addresses from this range. Can anyone tell me what is the usable IP addresses in this range? Usable IP addresses.
254.
1 dot till
One
which
dot two.
range?
112.
1.1
1
to
to 254.
254, right? So yeah,
254.
until you define it, they cannot get it, right? Understand? Now you're defining it. You're preparing a service. Okay. So the computer should get from this pool. Okay. So within this range, what you need to give? Can anyone tell me? Okay. You have given a
Default gateway.
IP. Yes. IP address you have given. Subnet mask you have given. Now what you need to define? Default gateway.
Okay.
So
Default.
the default gateway represent as a default router. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now default router. You choose one IP as a default router. So 1.1 to 1.254.
1.1.
Choose one IP. Okay. So you can choose anything. It's not like 1.1. You can choose anything. So people are saying 1.1. Okay. So I can choose a fancy number called 192.168.1.100. Okay. I can choose fancy IP. Remember, you can choose 1.1. It's up to you. Okay. So thing. Now IP address you have defined, subnet mask you have defined, gateway you have defined. Now what are the things you need to define? Tell me.
DNS.
Yeah, DNS information. DNS server. So tell me DNS servers. I'm going to take 1.101 is a primary DNS server, 1.102.
1.2.
So give a space, okay? So that this is a primary DNS server IP, this is a secondary DNS server IP. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Now exit it. This is called DHCP configuration. Now exit it. Now if you want to see, okay, if you want to see DHCP configuration, show running config will give you all the config. But if you want to filter with DHCP, give pipe and section DHCP so that it is filtered with DHCP configuration. So this is called what? DHCP configuration. So what where you have done? Here you have done it is. Understand? So you define network, subnet mask, gateway, and DNS information. You define all these things here. It clear? Is it clear, everyone? Hello? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you define everything in a fantastic way. So if you see right, on router interface, you need to configure a IP address. Can anyone tell me what IP address I need to configure on E6/0?
1.1.
Very good.
1.1.
1.100 because it's a gateway, right? The gateway IP you define here. Here you are assigning it. There is a two keywords: define, assign. We just define the IP addresses here. We were not assigned anywhere. So the default router we consider as a 1.100. This is defined here, and this 1.100 is assigned on E6/0. Clear, everyone? This should be a gateway IP address for the computer. 1.100 should be assigned on router interface, that is E6/0. Everyone understand here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you need to define 101 and 102 also. You need to assign this. In case if you don't assign these IP addresses to your servers, right? Computers will get these IPs also. Okay? So to protect these three, these are the reserved IP addresses, right? Yes or no? These are the reserved. No one can, no computer should not use this 1.100, 101, and 102. These are the reserved. So if you want to, what you have to do, you want to exclude it this. Okay. So you want to exclude this IP addresses. It means, hey, please exclude from this pool these three IP addresses so that rest of the things you can assign to computers. If you want to exclude it, you can give like IP DHCP excluded IPs, excluded addresses. What is excluded address range? You can give a range like starting is 1.100 here. Starting is where is that? What happened? Okay, something. Okay, DNS excluded address. Okay, 1.100 the starting range and give a space and give 192.168.1.102. So could be excluded. So that this 1.100, 1.101, 102 cannot be assigned to any computers. This is reserved. Is it clear? Everyone, is it clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So total you have 1.1 to 1.254 range. 1.100 I'm using as a gateway. 101, 102 I'm using as a DNS server. So that's why I excluded these three IP addresses should be excluded. They should not assign to any computers. Okay. Now this is it. So now if you want to see the pool, right? What is the command? Show IP DHCP pool. So now you see, right? Everyone go on mute. Everyone please go on
So,
mute.
just one question, like,
One
if you will
second,
not
Neeraj,
give that,
Neeraj, 1 second. I haven't not completed. I will allow you to ask the questions. Go on mute, everyone. Yeah.
Mhm.
So now, once you define a pool, right? Now you can check a show command, check with a show command, show IP DHCP pool. In this pool, it will tell you the range is 1.1. Okay, so the range it is started from 1.1 to 1.254. Okay, out of this, if anyone ready to ask IP address, right, it is ready to give 1.1 to the client. Out of this 1.1 to 1.254, you preserved for 1.100 to 102. Okay, yeah. Now tell me, what is your question, Neeraj?
yeah, just one normal question. Like, if you will not give that command, exclude addresses, so will it take those addresses or it will not take because we have
If
already
you,
assigned?
that's
It
what you
might
have to
take, right?
understand. You have to understand. If you
Yeah.
assigned already, it won't take. If you don't assign, it will take. That's what I said.
Achha.
1.100 I assigned here so that it won't take. Statically, I have assigned on E6/0. So 1.100 cannot be taken. But 1.101, 1.102 can be taken. Okay. Understand? In case if you
Okay,
don't
okay.
assign. Okay. Yeah. So
Got it.
now can we test it, everyone? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes,
So
sir.
so this is a computer. By default, our computers are enabled, but this is a Linux machine. So you need to enable a DHCP. IP, I'm just giving DHCP.
DHCP.
This is a command to enable a DHCP. But you know, right? Our style is what happened at the back end, right? So, okay, we understand the concept. DHCP is a dynamic host configuration protocol. This service you need to configure on your router so that router can give IP addresses to the computer. Fantastic. You totally understand the concept. But once I started my computer and enabling DHCP, what is happening at the back end? You have to learn, right? That is a specialty here. So that is how the tag. So ask the questions for experienced candidates and everyone. So now let's do a packet capture and see how exactly it happens at the back end. Okay. Now do a packet capture. Before going to execute this command, you need to do a packet capture. Now enter it. Now you see some DD. What is that? Oh, see, DD only. It means it is not happening. Something is missing. Can anyone guess it? What is missing on router 1? Said we need to configure a gateway, right? Did we configure a IP address on E6/0? Have we done that? Tell me. Have we done that?
Hmm.
No,
Interface
sir.
E6/0. You have not assigned IP address here. The IP address 192.168.1.100. I have done intentionally to show you the problems. So in case if you don't configure things properly, things will not work. So this is the thing. You need to configure a IP address on your router here and the subnet mask. Okay. Now you need to give a no shutdown to bring up the interface. Yes or no? Always verify show IP interface brief whether the interface is up and configure a right IP or not. Okay. Clear everyone? Now it is up. Now you can test it. Okay. So go on PC1. Now execute the same command. You see some DORA process is going on, right? So DORA process is completed and immediately you see 1.1 is assigned to your computer, gateway is assigned. So give show IP. Now you see the PC got 1.1 as an IP, 1.100 as a gateway, 1.101, 102 as a DNS information. Yes or no? Whatever you define in the service, the PC got the information. Is it clear, everyone? Hello? This is how PCs
Yes.
automatically will get IP addresses. For Windows machines, by default is automatically enabled. You'll get these things. So how? What is the process behind it? DORA process. Look at this. Discover, offer, request, acknowledgement. So what is the process DHCP use? DORA process. DORA means D means discover, O means offer, request means, I mean, R means request, A means acknowledgement. So this is the four messages it used to complete this process. Everyone understand which process it is used? DORA process. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So let's dig into more. Okay. What will happen? Okay. Now your service is ready. So let me rephrase it again. What will happen once you turn on your computer and enable DHCP? What exactly will happen at the back end? Step by step, we will start learning. Are you ready? I'm going to explain step by step. The step number
Yes, sir.
one. Step number one. Okay. Once you turn on your computer and enable DHCP, the PC1 start start discovering DHCP server. It means, hey, is there any DHCP server available? So once you turn on the PC1, right? PC1 is asking, hey, is there any DHCP server is available? How it is asking? By sending, okay, by sending DHCP discover message. Understand? By sending what? DHCP discover message. So the PC1 starts sending DHCP discover message. For what? To discover the DHCP server. Hey, is there any DHCP server is available? If yes, kindly please provide IP address, subnet mask, and gateway. Okay. So it is sending a data, right? The DHCP discover is a message. It's a packet. It is sending out. Are you ready to learn to build the packets? Now, tell me, layer 2 fields. What are the two important fields in layer 2? Tell me, guys.
Source market and
Deep.
Source MAC
destination.
and destination MAC.
Source MAC
Source
and
map.
destination MAC. Okay. Now consider PC1 MAC address is AA and E/0 router interface side. It is RR1. Please understand. Think like a device and answer it. Don't think like a human and answer it. Do not do that. You're like a machine now. We have learned the basics fantastic way. So kindly do not disappoint me. Think like a computer, take pause, take time, and answer it. Okay. Now it is sending a DHCP discover message. Now layer 2 fields. What is the source MAC address? So who is sending? PC1 is sending, right? So I will, okay, tell me. What is the source MAC address? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fantastic. What is the destination MAC address?
F.
Don't know.
F.
Yeah, we don't know. So it
FF.
is a broadcast. So generally, it is a broadcast, guys. Okay. So FFFF. It is asking to everyone, right? It is asking to
Yep.
everyone. So if the
Yep.
delivery guy doesn't know the customer address, it will ask to everyone, right? Hey, do you know this guy address? Same. So it is broadcast.
Yes.
Okay. Now, similarly, what is the source IP?
Still no.
Don't know.
Very good. Don't know. You don't know, right? That's
No.
why. See, we are using DHCP to get the IP address only. Very good. You don't know the destination source IP. Now, what is the destination IP?
No. No.
Same. It's a broadcast. 255, 255, 255. You know, right? The broadcast IP is 255. We learn in IP address subnetting schema, right? Now,
Yes.
so DHCP uses a transport layer protocol. What is that? UDP. Which transport layer protocol it will use? UDP. So UDP. And what is the source port here? Can anyone guess what is the source port?
68.
Fantastic.
68.
68 and destination port will be the 67.
57.
Okay. Now it carries what? DHCP payload, the DHCP message. So here you will see lot of fields. No need to remember all the fields. Only remember two fields. What is the type of DHCP packet? What type of DHCP packet it is?
Discount.
Option 53. So it is
Discovery.
a discover. So
Yes.
it is called, it represents in the form of options. Type of DHCP packet. Option 53 means what? It's a type of DHCP
DNS.
packet. Okay. Please remember, options are very important. Okay. It's a discover. DHCP discover. So people used to say it's a DHCP discover. Now the another important field, very, very, very important. It is called client MAC address. What is a client MAC address?
Yeah, yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So, so the PC1 will send this information towards server. Everyone understand this? Everyone. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this packet went to switch. Switch will broadcast to R1. Now R1 received it. Here you configure DHCP, right? Immediately port number 67 is enabled. If you configure a DHCP server, port number 67 is default reserved, it is enabled. Now it start listening the traffic and sees discover message. Okay, I am the DHCP server. So finally, the DHCP server will respond. Okay, you need IP address subnet mask gateway. Okay, I am offering you. So the DHCP server will offer. Okay, will offer with what? IP address and subnet mask, gateway, DNS information. Okay. So now tell me. So what is the, so it is offering with all this information to the client. Tell me guys, what is the source MAC address here? DHCP server is offering with all this information. So what is the source MAC address here? Come on, please tell me.
RR,
RR1.
RR1.
Outer set.
RR1. What is the destination MAC address here?
AA.
Yeah, yeah.
So recall your basics. Until,
Don't know, sir.
We
yes,
don't know, sir.
yes,
We don't know.
until,
Don't
yeah,
know.
we don't know. Until
IP address is
assign, until IP address is assigned, how can you learn MAC address? Recall the ARP function. With the help of IP addresses, we are learning a MAC address, right? Yes or no? ARP
Yep.
will generate to find the MAC address with the help of IP. Since we don't have IP, how can it learn the MAC address? Make sense?
Yep.
Once it assigns the IP, then only it will start learning the MAC address. So we don't know the MAC. So it is broadcast only. Okay. Now what is the source IP here? It is, can anyone tell me what is the source IP?
192
Server IP.
but 100.
1.100. Yes. The exit interface IP will be the always as a source IP. And the destination will be the broadcast. Now the ports will be reversed. It's a server side is 67, client side is 68. Now
68.
DHCP payload. What type of packet it is? It is offer.
Off.
And now the client MAC address is AA and we are offering what? IP address. So your IP address is, what is that? Your IP. Your IP address equal to 192.168.1.1. That is called your IP. And then, so this client, it is assigning a your IP address and also subnet mask. What is that? Subnet mask. So subnet mask, it is called option 1. So what is subnet mask? It is 255.255.255.0. Now default router, it means default gateway, right? It is called option 3. So what is the default gateway? 1.100. Now DNS. DNS is option 6. It is called what? 192.168.1.101, 192.168.1.102. Okay. So your DHCP service is offering all this information to the client. Who is the client? AA. Okay. So default router. So in interview they will ask you, you don't know the destination IP address, then how this offer packet can go to the PC1? Because there is a client MAC address in DHCP payload. So this client MAC address, please understand, based on this client MAC address, it can go to the respective PC. And now this is given to for 1 day lease time. You can say lease time. Lease time option is 51. So what is the lease time? It is 1 day. So lease time means, hey, I'm offering you all this information for 1 day. So PC it is, so if you want to increase the lease time, you can increase by configuring a commands, but by default it is a 1 day. Guys, you understand? So first PC1 will discover the DHCP server. Now DHCP server will respond with all this information. So who is responding this? DHCP server identifier. Who is the server here? Identifier. It is 1.100 only. Okay. Why this DHCP server identifier important? Suppose we have another DHCP server R2. In case if we have another DHCP server R2, the client is discovered two DHCP servers, right? Now two DHCP server will respond back. Now PC1 will acknowledge, PC1 will take which IP address? R1 or R2?
Priorities depends on
Not priority. Like if you give an interview in two companies, which one you will join? What is your priority?
Better one.
Whoever gives first offer,
first.
Fantastic,
we prefer
fantastic.
that one.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic, Akshay. So whoever is giving a first offer letter, right? You will join. Forget about package. You need a offer letter in your hand, right? So whoever gives you first, same. Whoever is sending first offer to PC1, PC1 will acknowledge. PC1 will take that. Other one it will ignore. So there will be a milliseconds of difference also there, right? Yes. So you should know the server name. So this is called server name. They represent in the form of IP address. 1.100 is the DHCP server identifier. Okay. This is called option 54. So you understand, right? In interview for experienced candidates, they will ask you what are the DSCP options. Option 53, option 1, 3, 6, 51, 54. These are the options. Same information is encoded in the options. To remember these options, you need to practice it. I am requesting all the freshers and experienced candidates. For the first time, you are listening it right. You have to understand it. Just understand it. You want to remember it, you need to practice it. I had a 6 years of experience, but I don't know all these things because no one there to explain me at that time. Okay, once I know, I come to know this, right? It took a lot of time to remember the things. So don't under, so please understand, you're not a machines. You're acting like a machine. Okay, so there are humans, right? To remember the things, it will take time. So you need to practice to remember all the things. But when I'm explaining the concept, you must understand each and every keyword. I hope you're understanding all this information. Understanding is different, remembering is different. Are you able to understand all these offer fields? Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Fantastic. Now this offer can go to PC1. So now PC1 will celebrate it. Thanks a lot, DSCP server. Finally, you gave me all the information. So immediately, step number 3. What PC will do? PC1 will request all
Well,
offered, all offered information. So whatever it is offered, right? It is requesting it. So it is sending a request message. Now it is the same. Whatever you see it on Discover, right? It is the same. So only in DHCP payload, you will see what? Only two things. What is that? Requested IP, option 50. What is the requested IP? It is requesting 1.1. To whom it is requesting DHCP server identifier. To whom it is requesting? It is requesting 1.100. Make sense? So it is same fields, but PC1 is requesting this IP to this server. That's it. Now finally server receives this and then okay, finally you want it, right? Let's take it. So finally option number 4, the server will acknowledge it. So step number 4 is server will acknowledge 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 the PC1. So acknowledge means it's the same thing, only the DHCP type of packet. Okay, so here it is request, right? Here it is request packet. Here it is what? Acknowledgement packet. So only the difference is acknowledgement only. Remaining all fields are same. Okay. So all packets are broadcast packets. Understand everyone? All DHCP DORA messages are broadcast. Now once Acknowledgement sent, right? PC1 assign the IP addresses to the computer. Once it is assigned, immediately which ARP it will generate? Can anyone tell me? Once the IP address assigned, what exactly, which ARP will generate? Come
Gracious
on.
sir.
What is that? What is that, Moni?
Gracious sir.
Fantastic, Ma. A gracious ARP. Why? To check the
To check duplicate.
Filter
duplicity.
duplicates.
Yeah. After that, normal ARP will generate. Understand the flow of packets. Now you understand it, right? So this is what they asked in a product-based company. I hope everyone understands. So same thing I have done a packet capture. Let me show you here. Look at this, guys. Okay. So the DORA process. So first it send a discover. Okay. It is send a two discover packets. It will send a multiple times discover packet until DHCP server responds it. In case if the DHCP server is not responding if you're using a Windows machine, if the DHCP server is not responding, there is a address will generate. What is that? Apipa will generate. Apipa is a reserved pool. I'll talk about Apipa later. Let me finish this and then I'll talk about Apipa later. Okay, clear? Hello?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, cool. One second. Where are we now? Okay. Where? Packet capture, right? Okay. Now if you see here, right? Discover, offer, and see discover, offer, request, acknowledgement. All four packets. Okay. See, once DORA process is completed, as Mauni said, right? Gracious R will generate. After gracious R, you will see normal R. I did not initiated a ping. Normal R will generate once I initiated a ping. Understand everyone? Make sense the packet flow?
yep.
Yeah. And I want to give you one more real-time example before I go to Apipa. So only computers requires IP address. Only computers. What are the other
No,
Yes, sir.
devices?
printer scanner.
Very good. Printer
Routers,
scanners.
CCTV
Servers.
camera.
Yes. Someone said routers. Very good. So routers also need IP addresses, right? Why don't routers need IP addresses, right? Imagine in data center there are lakhs of devices. You cannot assign a management IP to all lakhs of devices, right? What do you say? You have to assign a management IP. Management IP means to log in the device. Go on mute, please. To log in the device. Akshay, please go on mute. Thank you. So there is a lakhs of devices in data center. Okay, I will tell you very secret information. In data center, we have a lakhs of devices. In case if anything happen to the device, there is no manual work. The manual work, only the manual work is replace the device and they will connect a uplink. That's it. Automatically upgrade, config push, everything it will do. Okay. If the any device is working already, if the device is failed, you have to replace the device and you need to configure again everything, right? So manually you don't configure anything. Everything is automation. So to work automation, you need to assign the IP addresses. So automatically what you have to do, you need to replace the device and just connect the cables on the right interface. That's it. So routers also will get what? Routers also will get IP address automatically. Okay, printers, scanners, servers, everyone. Okay, now look at this. I'm doing a packet capture again. Let's analyze the packet capture before I enable. So configure terminal. What is the interface I'm going to assign IP? E6/0. Okay, let's see. Interface E6/0. First no shutdown, and then if you want to assign a manually, you can assign IP address, something like that. But I want to go with DHCP. So you can see the option IP address. You can assign manual IP or go with the DHCP. So I'm going with DHCP. See, once I done that, it started generating discover packet. See, discover, offer, request, acknowledgement. Understand? So open a discover message first. You see, let me minimize it. So if you see the discover message, see, it got a 1.2 IP automatically. Now you see, right? Discover message as we discussed. source MAC address is the interface MAC address, whatever it is, and destination MAC address is broadcast. Is it clear? Is it matched? Whatever we discussed? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, IP header. Look at the IP header. Source IP address is, do you know source IP? You don't know. That's why it is 000. And destination IP address is broadcast. Is it match all the fields?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, UDP. See, source port is 68, destination port is 67. Is it match a transport layer UDP as well?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, DHCP, it's a what type of message it is? Option 53, it's a DHCP discover and only remember the client MAC address. These two fields are enough. Forget about others. These two fields are enough. See, client MAC address and option 53 in DHCP discover. And now, once it is done, your server is responding. See, with offer packet. So now in offer packet, look at this. In offer, source MAC address is router's interface MAC address and it is FFF. Here it is also a broadcast. Now source IP address is 1.100 as we discussed. Look at this 1.100 and destination IP address is broadcast. Is it matched as we discussed? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now UDP, you can see port number is 67, destination port is 68. Okay. Now this is an important. Look at this all the fields. So type of messages, offer, and then look at this DHCP server identifier option 54, 1.100, option 51, lease time. Look at this. What is the lease time? 1 day. Yes or no? 1 day. And now look at this option 1 is subnet mask. Option 3 is default gateway. Look at this. Option 6 is primary DNS, secondary DNS. Right? Whatever we have discussed, I am showing everything here. Understand all the options? Only whichever I mentioned that options, remember that only. Okay? Now this is a client MAC address and you see all these options. Option 51, 54, 53 and 136. All these options are very important. Clear everyone? This is offer message. Okay, now the PC1 will do what? Request. Okay, what it will do? It will do a request. Look at this. A request message. In request message, it is requesting the IP addresses. All the fields are same again. Here in DHCP, you will see one more new field here. Option 50. What is that? Requested IP. So see here, requested IP. To whom it is requesting? This DHCP server. Okay. Requested IP is 1.2, whatever IP it is. Okay. Option 50 is requested IP. Finally, your router, I mean DHCP server will give you acknowledgement. It's the same fields. Okay. So the lease time is 1 day. Everyone understand? The lease time is 1 day, right? What will happen after 1 day? So when your computer reaches half of this time, it means after 12 hours. So your PC1 will generate a renew request, renewal. So if you take a property for 11 months of rental, right, you will renewal that rental agreement, right? Same way. So here the PC1 after reaching 12 hours, it will send a renew message to server. Hey, half of the time is completed to me. Please renew. It means please extend the time. So DHCP server will again extend to 24 hours. Like that, every time it will happen. In case the PC1 is not turned on for 24 hours, right? That IP can be disappear. The same IP can be assigned to others. Understand? So now PC1 will generate a renew request, right? Is it a broadcast or unicast?
Unicast.
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 Fantastic. Because it's already learned the IP, right? Yes, it is unicast. So this is exactly what will happen behind the DHCP. Every day you're connecting Wi-Fi, right? After entering the password, DHCP is the process. You get the IP address on your mobile phone. If you're watching anything on your mobile phone, go to Wi-Fi settings and check it right now. You learn the IP address through DHCP. So this is all about DHCP. And I told you, right, in case if the computer, the Windows machine is not getting a, not discovering a DHCP server, what will happen? There is a API point in Windows. Automatic, what is that? Automatic
Automatic private.
Yeah,
IP address.
automatic private IP address mapping. Okay, private IP addressing. So what it will do, it assigns a IP address in the range of 169 dot the private IP 0.0 to 169.254.255.255. So this is a range, guys. This subnet, it is used to assign to a computers. In case in your Windows machine, if there is no DHCP server, right, you may see this IP address. If you see this IP address is assigned to your computer, you need to think that it is not discover the DHCP server and you need to troubleshoot it. Okay. In interview, they might ask you, in case if the DHCP server is not discovered in Windows machine, especially in Windows machines. Okay. Apipa can take over. Understand everyone? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Fantastic.
Sir,
So
Apipa will also do the same process.
what is that? Yeah. No, Apipa will not do the DORA process, man. It directly assigned. Directly assigned to PC1. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah. So how is the class? Everyone understand practically everything?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Packet
Yes, sir.
level.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So fantastic. So now everyone, this is a SBI bank project. This is a LAN network, local area network. Yes or no? It's a LAN network. Now tomorrow we can do a real-time project. It means, what do you mean by real-time project? We have to give a internet connection to this bank. If you give a internet connection to this bank, PC1 will ping internet and real-time project will be completed. Okay. So tomorrow we will give a real-time project. It means internet connection to the bank. Okay. So today what you have done, complete this lab clearly and explore the packet capture and understand DHCP process at packet level. Okay. Anyone having any questions? Is it clear?
No, sir.
Crystal clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you so much.